What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. You got myself, Tommy. We got a debut today, man. A debut for the other brother that you've never met. We got Latif here with me. And of course, we got the mighty Chelsea super fan, Liam Rasuna's assistant. We got a bit.
He's a die-hard fan, man.
Associating me with Rafinha.
He's a big die-hard fan, man.
Just because it works the same skin color, don't be associating me.
I mean, they use the same barber as well, you know. They use the same barber. I don't know if you know it.
What you boys saying, man? You boys good?
Yeah, all good, man. Happy to be here as my debut. I've been watching the show a long time, so I'm glad to be part of it, man. You've been doing some great things, doing some great work on it. I mean, great content. Keep it going. Proud of all the success you've been going through, man, and may continue to elevate into different levels.
Appreciate it. We need to get you more often, but tell her like you have been on before, so it's not when the debut, because you've been on when we was recording in the studio. Actually, now I'm trying to think about it. You have, I think you've been on. Yeah, I think you have.
Yeah.
I'll find out somewhere now. Well, it's been that was a long time ago. But look, I need to try and get you on more often, because what I want to try and do is I want to get a lot more United fans that don't tend to have the same opinion as me, because you know me, I feel sometimes I'm reserved, but I can be opinionated and I can go crazy with this team. I know Saeed is slightly different from me, so I like Saeed being on here a lot. And I know you tend to have different opinions until you speak to me and I try to reel you back in and calm you down.
100%.
But we need a lot more character like you on here, so I'll definitely try and get you on more often. But look, there's no better time than to get you on than this week with your brother. Chelsea versus Manchester United. It's a big game, man. It's a lot bigger for us now than we planned. We could have gone into this game with a free hit. I think last week Sunday when we recorded, I said we're gonna go into the game with we can either finish this week with 10 points ahead of Chelsea, or even 10 points ahead of Chelsea, or ended up being 4 points ahead of Chelsea, which is a massive difference. So like 6 points is there's a massive difference, really. And we dropped the 3 points on Monday to Leeds, which I was gutted about, but I actually thought we was going to beat Leeds, but another story for another day. And now we're going into the game with just 7 points, man. So it is what it is. But what's your thoughts, man, going into the game? Let's just start with that.
It's sort of a hard one, because if we were to come back maybe before the international break, before the game against Bournemouth, or even after the game against Bournemouth, I would have been hella confident. I'd have been saying like, okay, look at Chelsea's form. I haven't really done much in a while. They lost 3-0 to Everton before the international break. Then they lost to City 3-0. I know they got the 7-0 against Port Vale, but come on. Just look at that. Look at the difference in qualities in the team. Just in the Premier League overall, in the last few games. I was even looking at their stats as well. In the Premier League, they've only won 13 games this season. So that tells you everything you need to know about them. They've lost 10. So
a lot of analysis of the team. You scared, yeah?
I mean, it's a hard one. The form is telling anyway, but for us, I think from our perspective, I think we could. It's a hard one because I'm 50-50, but I expect to go in confident in these games, but then the intensity just isn't there from the very, very start of the games that we've been starting in the last couple of games, and that's my real gripe about what we've been doing so far. Like when Calc first came in, the first 2 games, breath of fresh air, fast flowing football, keep the ball on the floor, 1-2s all around, triangles, and now that seems to like disappeared into a bit of like a freestyle football. normally link up the way we're meant to, and and you start to see gaps in midfield, and it just takes us a bit of time to get going. So I'm on the fence with this one. I can't lie. I just don't know where it's going to end up. And well, I'm sure we'll get into it. But with the team news and like 3 of our centre backs completely out, that's going to completely swing the momentum for me. So I just don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
really.
now we'll get into all of that in terms of like the team news. What about you, Abid? How are you feeling ahead of the game? And as I said, we'll touch into like the team news, but any confidence from like the news that our centre backs are out and we only got one fit senior centre back, which is Evan, who doesn't really play much.
Oh, when I heard that news, I was thinking, thank God, because we need all the help we can get. Honestly, our form's been absolutely dreadful lately, like so dreadful. It's been so bad that the club has to keep on giving out new contracts just to stop the whole club from rioting. Some kind of PR, just to keep some people happy with some PR, giving James a new contract, Caicedo a new contract. It's been a hard watch, and there are games when I'm watching it. There's games that I watch where it just looks like the players just aren't. It almost looks like they're not even trying. It almost looks like they're kind of like giving up, and it's kind of a scary sight to see. And it's a sight that I've seen many times with managers in the past. Obviously, a lot of the briefs that are coming out are that Chelsea are fully behind Rafinha. A lot of the briefs coming up are saying that the players are fully behind Rafinha, saying that they know what to do, and in the summer they want to put things right. Even Palmer came out with an interview saying, like all this news linking him away to Chelsea, linking him away from Chelsea is nonsense. It's fully focused on the season now. The clubs assured them what they're going to do in the future. The clubs assured them, the players are confident that they can get top 4. But I need them to start playing like they're confident they're going to get top 4. Because honestly, like to not even score against City, to not even score against Everton, like it's embarrassing, to be honest. It's embarrassing. And you would have thought maybe that Port Vale game would have gave them a bit of a confidence boost, but it's clearly not enough. To be fair, in fairness, the first half against City, we wasn't too bad. Like we was in the game, we was quite close, in my opinion. But it's just, it's just the character of our players. It feels like in order for us to do well, it just feels like everything has to go well. Basically, everything has to go our way. And the minute it stopped going our way, it feels like everything collapses. So obviously, like the injuries you guys have got is a disappointment for you guys, but I still wouldn't rule you guys out. If you can just put in a solid performance, have some togetherness, ruffle our feathers a little bit, you can see at Chelsea they're quite easy to crumble. They're quite flaky. So if you can really rally the troops and put a performance in, I still wouldn't be surprised if you got a result against us, if I'm being honest, which is a sad thing to say, really, but it's the state we're in right now.
I think as well, just to add to that, Tommy, as well, I'm kind of got a question for you. Do you think it's sort of like a confidence thing? Do you think beating Man United can restore some confidence into Chelsea and sort of drive them into obviously picking up some games, winning more games to be able to push into that top 5 Champions League places without necessarily relying on Villa to win the Europa League and you get that 6th place?
I think so, I think so. As bad as I said we have been, I think when you just get a big victory like that and you have that carrot dangling on top 4, like, okay, there's actually in reach, like, let's step. Kind of like with City with the title race, right? City were dropping points after points after points. And then Arsenal started dropping points after points after points as well. And it just kind of gives City that taste to say, oh, you know what, we're not out of it. If we step our game up, we can still get this title. So I feel like if we was to beat United, that would be the kick up the arm to say, look, guys, stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Already 3 points from United, even with how bad we've been, but 3 points from United. And I think our team really is a confidence team. When Rafinha came in, we were winning games left, right, and centre. We wasn't playing the best football, but our players were confident and we were just scoring goals out of nothing. We were linking up better. We were, having a lot more chemistry between players, a lot more free flowing. And as soon as a few results go against us, and it's the same thing that happened under Maresca, you can see the confidence kind of just drain from the players, and it's a lot harder to turn the ship around. So what better game than to beat Man United to get the confidence back? Because clearly it is a confidence team. Unfortunately, like you'd want to hope they get results either way, but a few bad results can really turn the tide for us. But hopefully, a good result against United can put us back in the right direction for the top 4 race.
Yeah, look, it can easily be a momentum shift, and as you said, similar with like the title race itself. By the time we play next week, our next game, I think who we got next is at Brentford. Next week we've got at home. By the time we play, you can be a point behind us by the time we play next week. Because if you beat us and you beat because you're playing a game before us, you got Brighton right away from home after this midweek, so you can be a point behind us by then.
Are we 7 points behind you now?
Yeah, 7 points behind us now.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, you thought it was 6 points.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. But yeah, like it can. Yeah, look. If you win, then it is definitely a momentum shift. The good thing, like, just going by recent form, the last team you've beaten in the league is Villa away from home. And that's like 6 games ago or so. I don't think you won. So I'm trying to see when's the last time you won in the Premier League. 1, 2, 3. No, sorry, 4 games ago. And then in terms of like the home, the last time you won at home in the league is in January against West Ham.
Goodness.
So that's the last time you've won at home. But look, having said that, United defense is obviously one thing and one advantage. Secondly, we always concede goals. And it's just a matter of like with us, just never know what to expect from United. They're just an unpredictable team. So yeah, it's a game that both fans are going into very anxious, and I don't think I'm not sure if I haven't seen much fan reaction, but I don't think one fan, a United fan or Chelsea fan, can go into that game being any confident. Probably Chelsea fans would be a bit more confident because of our defensive issues. But especially specifically United fans, we are very worried about going into that game. We go into, look, at the end of this video, what we can do, just discuss quickly what victory means for both teams and what losing means for both teams, and how much of an impact do you think is going to play in that top 5 race. But for now, let's discuss the team news. Like, obviously, we know the centre backs are out, but if you were to pick a starting 11, Dimeji, who would it be for tomorrow?
Yeah, very good question. Obviously, we've got a keeper, Le Mans, in goal. Right back, Delors. I think based on availability, this is how I go. I go right back, Delors. I go right centre back, Heaven. Left centre back, Shaw. Left back, Mazawari. Hopefully, we get Mainu back. If not, so Mainu, Casemiro, Bruno, Ahmad, Cunha, and Buemo. I think Sesko. I think the game against Leeds, he was just nowhere to be found in terms of hold-up play. So, yeah, that's the 11 I'm going to go with.
What would you go with, Chelsea? Sorry, baby. Enzo returns. Do you put him straight back into the team? And is Chalobah still out for the game, I guess?
Yeah, I think Chalobah's still out. I can't lie, that team wasn't even too bad though. I don't know why you guys are stressing. That's not too bad a lineup.
I wouldn't go with the team. I would probably change the centre backs around, but I'll still go with the same team, but I'll put Mazraoui next to Evan and I'll put Luke Shaw left back. I don't think I'll put Evans and Luke Shaw centre back for me.
Fair. Yeah, so for us, Rob Sanchez, the ding dong that got sent off in the last game, give him another chance, I guess. Let's hope he learned his lesson. Reece James is still injured, so No, I think he's actually close to being back, but I doubt he'll start. So Malo Gusto will be right back. Centre back. I think last week he went through Fofana and Hato. To be fair, I can't lie. If it's me, I'm probably gonna go for Fofana and Tosin. I feel like I know Tosin gets like a lot of hate and a lot of slack, but like, our options are not much better, to be honest. Like, who else is better than him? And I think he's good in the air. He's physical as well, so that can help against some of your strikers. Kukurea left back, of course. This is a tough one. I can't lie. Enzo is going to start. Like I'll just be honest. He just is going to start. Like he's not going to start. So it's probably going to be Caicedo, Lavia, and then Enzo, Palmer, Neto, and João Pedro up top, and he'll probably bench Esteval, either Lavia or Santos. But I can't after Santos's mistake to let Nico O'Reilly go past for his goal against us last week, I wouldn't be surprised if he's dropped. So if Lavia's fit, it's probably going to be Lavia starting. So if it was me, I personally would still keep Enzo out of the team just because I'd rather have like Esteval there and Neto there to give us more dynamism, to really be more attacking. Just give more of a threat to your defense because your defense is weak. But I think he's going to put Enzo back in. And I know he doesn't like to just have Enzo and Caicedo. He wants to have a bit more protection for Enzo. So he'll probably put somebody next to Caicedo. So it'll probably be either Lavia or Santos and Enzo there. So yeah, that's how I predict Rosinha's going to go.
So are you keeping Enzo? You say you keep Enzo out more because of like his punishment, or because you feel like you're better off putting a better 11 now because you guys ain't looked no good since he's been out. I know you're saying you got a better balanced team, yeah, and I don't think he definitely makes a difference to your team, him being in there.
But there's only 2 games he's missed though, and it was only Port Vale and Man City, right?
And Man City, with Man City game, you guys didn't look too great with like what you got in there. But look, don't get me wrong, I don't mind keep Enzo on the bench. I don't mind keep Enzo on the bench. But I just think Enzo does more than what Santos would do. I'm saying, if we're talking about us having leaky defense, at home, why would you want to have 2 pivot players? Why not take the game to United? Why not put Cole Palmer in front and then put the 2 wingers there and use 2 and 2?
Because usually when Enzo plays, unless we're really going for the game, when Rosinha plays Enzo, he likes to play 2 holders behind him. So he will play an Enzo, Caicedo, and a Santos, or an Enzo, Caicedo, and an Lavia, if that makes sense. And me personally, I'd rather have a Caicedo and a Lavia, and then have my 2 wingers, have an Esteval, have a Neto, Palmer, and just go for it. I think Enzo makes sense against Man City, a game where you do want a bit more control, you want a bit more compactness. I think that's fair enough, but obviously United are missing their centre backs, and United's midfield I don't think has as much control as Man City's midfield. So I think we could take more of a risk and have a bit more of an attacking lineup. But because Enzo's a senior player, I don't think Rosinha would do that. I think he will still just start Enzo, and because Enzo can be a bit of a liability defensively, I still see him putting the 2 CDMs behind him. So I think that's how it's going to go. It's only if, let's say, the game's like even, and it gets to like the 60th or 70th minute, then he'll probably chuck on more attackers and take a bit more of a risk. But I don't think he'll do that from the jump, from kickoff.
Okay. Well, look, we'll see. We'll see how what both managers throws out there. But having said that, with like the teams you both put out there, because both it's so funny because it's like this recording has no life. Everyone doesn't seem to have. I don't know whether it's late on a Friday we were tired, or we just don't have no confidence in our team going to get it done. Because I expect a bit more like trash talk, especially from you. But your trash talk has simmered down a bit for a very long time. Your team has humbled you very well. I can tell. Your team has humbled you. But at the same time, I just don't trust United as well. And time and time, you keep asking me, do you think we make top four? I don't trust them. And that's just my honest truth, innit? If I'm not surprised if United don't make top four, they will make top five. I hope we do. I think there's a high possibility that will, because of the games that are left and everyone within that top four, top five position are playing each other. You still got to play Liverpool, which gives us a chance, even if we drop points against you. We still got to play Liverpool, which gives you a chance, even if, let's say, we take points. Do you know what I mean? And Villa, I think Villa still got to play Liverpool. Villa still got to play Man City. So there's still a lot of tough games within that position. So having said that, what are you boys predicting tomorrow?
Should I go first?
Yeah.
I think this is just a game of who can outscore who, to be honest. That's what it's going to be based off. I know that's easy to say, but I just don't see a draw in this point blank period. I think for us, if we can come out fast at the traps and catch Chelsea cold in the first half, I think we could nick it. And that's my only reliance. I just don't see a game where, as the game progresses, we get stronger. I think we've got to literally set the tempo from minute one. And I think that might just be where the game might go. So I'm going to go... This might come back and haunt me, but I'm going to go either 2-1 or 3-2, but I'm leaning towards a 2-1 United.
What are we saying, Abib?
No, I agree, to be honest. I agree. I think it's going to be...
You think who's beat you?
No. I agree in his analysis of the game, in a sense of, I think it's going to be who can outscore the other, right? I think it's going to be a straight shootout. The problem with that is that Chelsea haven't been so free-flowing with goals, but I think because it's such a big game and, United are a little bit off form recently, I think hopefully we can capitalize off of that. So I'm gonna go for a 2-1, a close 2-1. I think maybe Chelsea get the first goal, United come back 1-1, Chelsea get 2-1, make it 2-1, and then just hold on for the win. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go 2-1.
Yeah, and I think you both got it spot on. I do think it's a matter of who outscores who, and that's just basically United's season in a nutshell. Is going into every game, knowing that we're most likely. I'm sure we probably we've only kept 2 clean sheets all season. A lot of our game this season will be based on our scoring teams, which I like, and I said that at the beginning of the season that if we're going to invest in our attackers, then I don't mind going head to head with teams and outscoring teams, because I know that if we score goals, then you're more likely to win games. But having said that, I'm not sure if we can outscore you at Stamford Bridge. That's my worry, and that's just me being honest. If we have a bit more experience at the back, if we have Maguire or even Martinez, which the 2 idiots, sometimes, we can go into individual, the individual circumstances why they got red card, whether they shouldn't get a red card or not. It's just that's just 2 idiots really for me. And sometimes when you make decisions like that, when you lack discipline, this is what you don't realize what position you're putting your team in, especially with Maguire. I think he was only supposed to get one match ban, but then he swore at the ref or something like that, and then again 2. It's like what we could have done with him being back for this game. You get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely. And then obviously, you can talk about Martinez one being unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. Next time, just don't grab someone's hair, man. But it is what it is. But look, I'll be honest. I'm not saying we can't beat them, but I just can't see it. I know we can score, but how many can we limit them to?
Do you really think it might have been that bad lately, though? Because Chelsea's been bad. Do you really think Man United have been that bad lately that you're lacking faith?
You're acting as if you didn't watch our game on Monday. It could have been 4-5-0 in the first half.
Yeah.
I didn't. I watched the highlights.
That's just the reality. It could have been 4-5-0. Leeds could have scored a lot of goals against us. And that's us that's also having proper defenders.
Yeah.
At home.
I think you're right, Tommy. I think we're going to lose that leadership at the back that is so key. Because that is sort of our foundation to even going forward sometimes. So I think we may be a bit cautious in attack because of that. I just think if we can get the first goal, we can catch Chelsea cold, because I think that will knock a lot more confidence out of Chelsea. Like for them, I think with their fans on their back and everything like that, with the way they've been playing at home as well, they ain't gonna go onto that. Their fans will put more pressure on them, and it could, it could put an anxiety for them to perform.
Yeah, and I just think we just, in order for us to get any kind of joy in a game and maybe get. It's just maybe us trying to stay as compact as possible. Don't make it an open game. If we make it an open game, we're putting ourselves in more trouble than them. And they try and hit them on counter attack. That's one thing I do like us. We can be devastating on a counter, and they need the game more than us. And that can also play to our favor. If we stay compact, we don't have to go for the game. Although it's just how disciplined can we stay throughout the whole game. And then when we get the opportunity, hopefully we score it. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, now if you ask me, I'm more lenient to say to Abib score or 1-1 or 2-2, something crazy. Yeah, 2-2. It can be one of those, 1-1, 2-2, or I'll just say what Abib. If it's not a draw, then yeah.
I hope we win in this game.
Yeah, it can be. As I said, we don't have to go for the game. That's why I say I can see a draw. Like, let's say it's the last 10 minutes. We're not going to start throwing players up top. Do you get what I'm saying? We rather see it through. While they can, and maybe we can catch them on the counter or something. They'll probably feel like the onus is on them to go and win the game. So, and we're running out of games. They can't just take the draw and go off. You know what I'm saying? So the onus is on them, so they'll feel like they would need to win the game, especially knowing that they'll play one more time before us, where they can then drop the gap to 1 point. So I think the onus is on them. So that's why I see a draw. It depends. The longer the game goes on, then that's where the draw might come, because we can go through that game thinking, you know what, a draw is not a bad result for us. We'll still be 7 points ahead of them if it's a draw. 7 points is a lot with 5 games left. So, and I don't see us like going for the game if that is the case. At the beginning of the game, like first half, I see us maybe trying to create some opportunities, 60, 70 minutes, but the longer the game goes on, if they're not ahead, then I don't see us pushing for it, especially if we're ahead. We're definitely not going to be, you know what I mean? So it depends on what position that we're at towards the latter stages of the game. That we'll see, because we can be leading 1-0 and then we try and hold out and we make a mistake, Chelsea score, or something along those lines. But we'll see.
Just one question though, Tommy. Psychologically, what do you think it does if we win the game versus if we lose?
I'm not really on that psychological thing when it comes to United. United are just United. Like, we can win this game and go lose to Brentford. No, it's just the reality, bro. I don't think it does anything to United. You think psychologically it will boost them to go and do something, and that's not just United. It's just the Premier League. Full stop. The season. It's the league.
Fact, yeah.
It's not about like teams goes on. Like, Man City's gonna win 2-3 games. I think they're back to who they are. They're gonna lose to a team that you don't expect them to. Same thing with Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? You think they're going to beat Leeds at home, if they'll go 2-0 up against Leeds or whatever it is. It's just that is the league for you. Like, I think the perfect way to sum up this league is whenever you win, don't get too carried away, and whenever you lose, don't be too low, because everyone seems to be every team is getting opportunities. Even when you think you're out or something, your opportunity will be there again. So the only difference now is that games are running out, so you want to try and capitalize. But I don't think he does anything for United. That's just me, innit? Because we're like the times we play, and our performance haven't been impressive for me to think, oh yeah, we're gonna win this. We win this, and we're gonna see it through. More than likely we win it. Yes, I think more than likely it's more than likely job done. Don't get me wrong, but our performance hasn't been the best. We won games that we shouldn't have won, and there's certain games that I thought we played well against Bournemouth. I was very impressed against Bournemouth. We got a draw there. That we beat Villa. I thought we were really good against Villa. But those are the two games that popped from my mind under Carrick's reign. I thought we played well against. Obviously, aside from the Man City and Arsenal win. But aside from those two, those are the games that stands out for me. There's other games that we should have lost that we won.
Yeah,
we drew. So we leave it at that. Abib, would you agree? Is you need it more than us?
You're 7 points clear. I didn't even realize it was 7 points. Of course, we need it more than you need. You guys are chilling. You don't even need, you can just put your feet up and just enjoy it. Like you don't even need to stress.
Yeah,
do you know why I say that? It's because there's so many teams below you. It's not like this is one team. It's all these teams have to do way better. Like Liverpool have a gap below you as well. Obviously, it's not as much as Chelsea, but I think I'll be very, very surprised. Very happy, but very, very surprised if you manage to fumble it from here. Whereas Chelsea, we're scrapping for top 4 now. We're scrapping. Like we need to go on a winning run ASAP, and it needs to start ASAP. It needs to start tomorrow. If we don't win tomorrow, we can kiss top 4 goodbye. So we absolutely need it more. You guys don't even need it, to be honest. You guys are just being greedy, really. You're just being greedy.
I think we need it because it can change. Look, we still got everyone's playing each other. Don't forget, Brentford are still in it. We still got to play Brentford. Liverpool, we still got to play Liverpool. A lot of this team, everyone's still playing each other. So, and that's our next run of games is you, Brentford, that are still chasing top 5, top 4, and Liverpool. Those are the next 3 games. So if you don't beat you, how are we going to beat them? Like Brentford, we got a good chance, but Brentford are just they can easily frustrate us at Old Trafford. You saw what leads them to us at Old Trafford. So, and then Liverpool is a derby. Anything goes in that game. Those are our next run of games. And that's what I'm saying. That's how easy. Look how Arsenal gave it. I mean, they haven't given away, but look how Arsenal has let City back into it. We were saying 9 points the other day against Arsenal. So it's that simple. Yeah.
Getting me excited now, telling me that you expect Man United to lose, telling me there's a chance.
I didn't say expect us to lose. I didn't say that. I just said that.
You basically say United are going to get smoked. You basically say United, I'm going to get top 4. I
didn't say that. I just say that I don't trust them. That's what I said. We are still the favourite, and it looks like cool. But I just don't have confidence. I sound like a pessimistic fan, but you can call me whatever you want. But I don't trust that team, bro. All I want us to do is just get over the line. Find a way to get over. I don't care how we do it, and we sort the rest out in the summer. Get Champions League somehow, and we sort the rest out in the summer. That's all.
With you, bro.
So and I hope we can get something tomorrow, man. It would be nice to beat you at Stamford Bridge. It would be nice to do the double.
Yep. We ain't won there for a bit of time, so yeah. So
and you won at home in a while, so I hope it's not us that you get that big problem. At the moment, you're moving like Spurs at home. So
mark my words, Tom. It's a Cunha winner, bruv. Cunha's coming to win. To get that slap, he's coming to do another Emirates, bruv. Come on. Wakanda forever. We ain't gonna wear the black kit, but we'll be in red, ready to do it. Man.
All right, cool. Look, we've gone over the 30 minutes mark. There's just a couple minutes. We try our best to do a quick combined 11, United and Chelsea, based on form this season. I'll let you both choose. It's kind of unfair on that bib anyway, if you both couldn't agree, because the side involved comes to United fan. But I will try and be as objective as possible. I will be. So we just start. We do 4-3-3. Start with the goalkeeper.
Lamont's easy.
You can agree with that?
Easy. I won't say easy, but I'll give it to Lamont.
Easy. Yeah.
Right back.
Good. I'm
Reece
saying
James.
You saying
Are you going to
Gusto?
take Gusto or
Reece
James?
You know,
Reece
I know
James
Reece James has been injured his last few games, but he's probably been a better player this season.
Yeah, do you know, maybe it's just recency bias kind of thing. But no, that's fair. I'll give it Reece James. Do you know when someone's been out and another the other players coming in as start playing well?
Yeah,
it's easy to have that recency bias, but no, that's fair. I think Reece James has had some incredible performances this season, so I can't be too harsh on the guy.
Left back.
Good career. I'll take.
Yeah, I say Cucurella, but to be fair, sure, he's been fit all season. Doesn't mean he's been good, but he's been
Doesn't
fit.
mean it does mean being fit. It just doesn't mean It's all right. He hasn't been shit, but it's been all right. But it's been So I agree. Cucurella, and the two centre backs.
This one is a hard one because both of them have not been on great form either, or not even available. So it's like, what are we even picking here? It's so hard to pick. If you're going to ask me, I'm going to go Maguire and Chalobah.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, that's what you are right. It's like none of them makes this decision any easy for us. But if you are right. If we are going to pick two, it will be them two. And then we go to the three centre midfielders. What we saying?
Casemiro, Caicedo, and Fernandes.
Yeah, no arguments there, bro. I'll take that one.
No arguments there. I agree. We have the wingers. The wingers are may not be easy, but I think it can be. But who? Let's start with the right wing.
I'm gonna go Mbeumo.
I'm gonna go Neto over Mbeumo personally. I think Mbeumo started off all right, but turn of the year, he's died a slow death. He's been eating too much Panda Jam. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's been well off of it.
They both don't look good in the game for me. I think maybe when you see Neto, he has a bit more threat, but for me, Mbeumo just has that goal threat. You always feel like he's going to get a goal. Neto, I don't really see it in the Premier League sides. I just don't see his quality nowhere near enough, nowhere near the Wolves player that he's like that he used to be. So,
when's the last time Mbeumo scored though?
You see, he's still got double digits. Well, I believe he's got double digits in the league, has he not?
No, he hasn't got double digits.
He's close. 8 or 9, okay.
Yeah.
And I just like when they're both not scoring, I feel like Neto offers more. Don't get me wrong, I feel like Mbeumo is more of a goal threat, but he's not scoring goals. So it's like if he's not scoring goals, then
I think they're two different type of players, really. With Mbeumo, he's not gonna hog the bar line like a Neto where he wants the ball dribble and Neto is not. He's like he hasn't been consistent. He's like, I'm not because he's been better than Ahmad, but I'm just gonna say he slightly remind me of Ahmad this season, where like there's not much end product from these guys. You can beat a player, they're not like to find a player is a problem, and they're not getting into the box enough. So but I think Mbeumo, he obviously he's gone quiet, but he's a lot more efficient. He will score more chances. You give him more opportunities, probably likely to, even if he's not in the game. You talk about. Yeah, both of them. If they're both not in the form, I still prefer to have Mbeumo because I know at any given moment he can change the game for me. Neto, how it starts is how he finish. Whatever it does for me, that's he's not going to change any. It's gonna keep dribbling, but is there going to be an end product? But with someone like Mbeumo, at any given time, he can change the game for me. But and he may not be as effective as you want him in game at times, and he hasn't been on form. So, having said that, I'm more lenient to go for Mbeumo. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to be as objective as I can, but I'll be honest, it will probably be Mbeumo for me.
Yeah.
And the other wing.
Well, now I don't want to pick Cunha anymore.
I wouldn't even say Cunha's even a shoe-in for that, but
Yeah. Who has Chelsea got on that other wing though? That for
To be fair, Neto's played on the left wing a few times. If not, then it's unnatural. So
yeah, I think
I'm not giving it to Garnacho.
I don't think we argue with that. Then.
Cunha all day, bro.
Yeah.
All day.
I don't think that. And then I think the striker picks itself anyway. João Pedro.
Absolutely.
He's probably one of the best strikers in the league this season. Probably your best signing this season, though, right? Would you say that a bit?
it's probably the only good signing this season.
Probably the best signing in the past 2 seasons, to be honest, if you take in the last season as well.
Oh, really? Who did they bring in last season?
I think they brought in like Neto.
Neto's all right.
Yes, can't even think of anyone else.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's it then. Yeah, no, I think it's a decent starting 11, man. Decent starting. There's not much arguments apart from like the right wing. As I said, like both team hasn't been great. There's not much to rave about. So look, I don't think we're gonna really argue about that. I'm not here gonna start dying on the swords for any United player. Maybe obviously like apart from Bruno, anyone else.
I feel like I need to take a shower after I start an 11. P. That was horrific. Oh my god.
Yeah. No. So that's it, man. But look, boys, thanks so much. Latif, we're gonna see if we can try and get you back on Sunday. Me and Abib definitely gonna be watching the game together. We're not sure if Latif is gonna join us. We'll see anyway. Boys, thanks so much for joining. People, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click the like button, turn on your notification to know whenever we upload. And let's get some comments, man. What are your thoughts? What's your prediction ahead of the game? Do you think we're gonna win? I know I sound a bit pessimistic. Do you think United's gonna win, or do you think Chelsea's gonna win? And Habib hasn't looked happy for a very long time. And I'll be honest, I want to keep it like that.
Yeah. Where's Mustafa when you need him, man? We should bring him back.
Yeah. I want to keep Habib like that, man. So let's see, man. Sunday, Habib we'll catch up and see how things turn out. And then obviously we'll be recording on Sunday, and we've got the big game. Man City versus Arsenal. It's a massive game. As Temper says, what did he say? Bring the fire. They're gonna bring the fire, or whatever he was saying.
That guy,
and apparently there was light in he lit actually fire on training or something, like literal fire.
Oh my days, are you serious?
Yeah,
this guy has too many antics, man. What is going on with him?
This is not an Arsenal segment. We'll save that for Sunday. We'll see how they get on. But thanks, boys. Thanks again. And we'll see how the game goes. Peace.
Appreciate it, man. Love.